Now, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely do not appreciate when my progress towards any goal gets interrupted. And in life, I have had every sort of setback and interruption, as I'm sure many of you have. So, adaptability, the ability to adapt to varying circumstances so that you can continue to strive and thrive and move towards whatever you're moving towards, invaluable, right? So, here's a pearl of level 297 Jedi weightlifting wisdom that I'd like to share with you guys, involving how to make constant progression, constant progress, constant gains of some sort or another all year long, 365 days. So what I would suggest you do, okay, is write down every muscle or muscle group on your body, and then write next to it a list for each muscle or muscle group. Write a list of all the exercises you know of to build muscle or strength for that particular muscle or muscle group. Then choose from that list the exercises that you consider to be the most important bread and butter ones that you get the most passionate about, that you like doing the most often, that you would like to have in your rotation year round, and put a star next to those, okay? Then take any other exercises that don't make that top, bread and butter list, and hopefully you'll have some left over. And put a different mark, put like an X next to those, okay? Now when you've written all this down and really thought it through, and you've got your stars and your X's, take all the X's and take them out of your rotation completely. Instead of throwing them in at the end of the workout for a couple sets or whatever, take them completely out of your rotation. Put these on a separate list called your rainy day list, let's call it. Now inevitably, throughout the year, unless you really are a cyborg, the Terminator himself, you're going to have certain days where, for a variety of reasons, you're not going to be your most focused, you're not going to be at your strongest, you're not going to be at your most intense, but you're still going to want to work out that day because you have dedication and work ethic and goals, right? On that day, when you know you're not going to be able to push yourself harder for more weight or more volume than you did the last time you did a similar workout, I want you to pick a muscle group and pull out your rainy day exercises, okay? And hit that muscle with all the things that now it's not used to because you haven't done it for weeks or preferably months, maybe even years. You know what I'm getting at here, guys? You know how anything you do that you haven't done in a long time, you get really, really sore because it's a shock? I call that a shock value day, okay? That's what I usually call it. A day when I'm just, maybe I haven't slept right for days, maybe I'm emotionally dealing with something from my personal life that's got my focus off, and I know I'm not going to be able to put full intensity. Maybe I'm just extra run down because I've done several days in a row of heavy-ass compound lifts at a high volume, and now that day I'm just kind of like, I need to do something a little lighter today, but I still want to make some kind of gains. Pull out your rainy day list, hit that muscle group with the things that it's not used to anymore. You won't have to go particularly heavy, and you won't have to go particularly high volume, and you will still get results because you will stimulate those muscle fibers in a way that they've forgotten what it's like. Shock them a bit without having to go crazy. Think about that, okay? It's brilliant if I do say so myself. I use this technique and it works, okay? Because, inevitably things happen. Maybe it's been a long, long day. There's times where I have a day where so many different things happen, I don't even get around to working out till, damn near midnight or whatever, and I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do something. Now, sometimes I'm more fired up late at night than ever, so that's one thing. But if I'm not, or let's say you have other obligations that day, and you have a limited amount of time, and you have to get up earlier than you want to just to put in some kind of workout, you could use your rainy day exercises for that. just to shock some muscle on your body with something that it's not used to right now, so that you won't have to go particularly high volume and you won't have to go particularly high weight or extreme, and you will get results. Okay? Enough said. Any questions or comments? If that didn't make sense, let me know. Hopefully you're grasping the basic principle here, because it really works. That's a good tool to have in your arsenal. Keeping certain exercises that you don't consider critical for that muscle group, keeping them aside for special occasions, okay? You see what I'm saying? This is a way to ensure that no matter what kind of day you end up having, there's some way to stimulate some kind of development that day in some muscle on your body. So if you're totally OCD control freak like me and you need to be making progress towards your goals every day to keep yourself grounded or whatever, so you don't go all schizophrenic, this works. Let me know what you think. All right? That's from my heart to yours. Benefit from it, my friends. That's all I can ask. May the force be with you. Always.